Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Magic Bricks Hangout series. Our endeavor is to trigger a buy and bring back consumer confidence in the real estate market. The topic of today's session is luxury housing trends in Bangalore. To discuss on the same, we have Mr. Rohit Vijaya Raghava Reddy. He is the managing partner at VRR Builders. Rohit holds an experience of 10 years in the real estate industry and is the managing director at VRR Builders. He holds a degree in BBA and is also the managing committee member of the Core Mangala Club. Along with Rohit, I also welcome Neha Nagpal. She's a senior journalist working with Magic Bricks with her major work experience in the real estate sector. In the past, she has written about franchisee in outdoor media and has an overall experience of over 10 years. Without any further delay, I hand over the session to Neha. Over to you, Neha.
Thank you. Thank you, Pushpa. I welcome Mr. Rohit on the board today as an expert. Mr. Rohit, we all know that there is a lot of stock available across India in every city, and Bangalore is no different city, I believe. And the consumer sentiments are such that they are still sitting on the fence that whether to buy or whether to not, looking at the correction of price in the market. Today we are here to talk about luxury market. As an opening remarks, I would like you to take this forward and tell us that what is the status today in the Bangalore for the luxury real estate buyers, and what is on offer, what are they buying, and how are the sentiments in this particular segment.
See, basically the market, as you say, every city is the same, but see, Bangalore market is still fine because when we compare, recently the Crore has done a research on this particular thing through JLL, and from what we can see is the sales in Bangalore is pretty decent. And when we're talking about luxury sector, yes, of course, there is a lot of stock in hand, but eventually there is the stock which is coming in, there is kind of equal sales also happening in the market as of now. So Bangalore, there are a couple of cities which are really good, which is like Bangalore, Bombay, Hyderabad, and places are doing well. Whereas Delhi is having higher stocks, according to the research that is done by JLL. And the luxury sector is pretty decent and not very bad. According to the report, what it says is there are about 5,272 units in construction, under construction, and about 535 units which are completed out of which are already completed and to be sold. So basically, there is a kind of decent sale, and it's only about 2.03% of units launched for sale are to be sold in the completed projects. About 2% is to be sold in the completed projects. So according to the JLL report, it says the Bangalore market is pretty decent.
Right, right. So in terms of sales, if I may ask you, what is luxury in Bangalore?
Luxury in Bangalore. Luxury in Bangalore, you can call it as probably villas, and there are luxury apartments as well, big apartments, and with pretty much good amenities and facilities which are given by the builders to the consumers. And yes, the sizes of the flats are also pretty much considered for luxury, and the kind of amenities given in the apartments. So this is what luxury means in the market.
Okay.
And location also matters in ways.
Okay. If you talk about the budget, Mr. Rohit, what is the budget people are looking, for the luxury apartments, and which are the sizes they are buying in? I mean, even if for the inquiry purpose, which are the sizes they are inquiring for?
See, they are inquiring for sizes. When you're talking about villas, they're inquiring for sizes of about, what do you say, 2,500 to anywhere from 2,500 to 4,000 square feet. And they're looking at individual villas, like the individual villas on a particular site, and even villaments are going, row houses are going in that sort. The price range starts from, in villas, it starts from 1.4 crores, goes up to 2.53 crores, in some cases goes up to 6-7 crores as well.
Right, right. And who are these buyers? If you talk about the profile of buyers?
Pardon me?
Who are these buyers? I mean, profile of buyers?
Buyers, see, basically, the profile of buyers, see, basically, there are kind of like these high net worth individuals who are from IT and different sectors, as well as these businessmen who are planning to have investments onto this particular luxury sector, apartments or villas.
Okay, okay. We have a query, a live query from Harsh, who is a user at our forum. He's asking which are the best areas to invest in Bangalore for the luxury villa. So if you have to name, say, about 3 best areas to invest in luxury, so which are the ones you would suggest him? Rohit, are you there? Rohit, can you hear me?
I think we've lost connection with him. Rohit? Hello, yeah, Rohit?
I can't hear you.
Rohit, can you hear us? Rohit?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, so Neha, you can, I think, take up the
Yes.
question now.
Should I repeat the query, Mr. Rohit? Can you hear me?
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, okay. So Harsh is the one who has asked the query on a forum, asking that if I want to invest in a luxury property, so which are the best 3 areas you would suggest him to invest in?
I think we're facing some technical issue. Rohit, can you hear us?
My internet is low, is it?
Yeah, Rohit.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, you're completely audible. Neha has asked you a query.
Yeah, so basically the query I understood, see, electronics airport, the new airport area where the Nandi Hills and probably towards that Yelahanka and Sajapur Road and towards Maratali, they are good localities for luxury villas because there are no kind of big properties which are available in the city, and you have to go a little away from the city. Luxury apartments are available in the city, in the main city as well.
Right. We have another query from Rahul. He's asking which location in South Bangalore is right choice for property seekers like me. So in South Bangalore, if we talk about, can you suggest few areas?
South Bangalore, I think, would be Electronic City and uh, huh? Bannerghatta Road and places like that, where Bannerghatta Road, Electronic City, Kanakapura Road, you can find some good properties.
Right. There is a query from Pankaj Kumar. He's asking what are the specification of luxury project in Bangalore? If you have to suggest that these are the specification, what are the specification of a luxury property in a Bangalore?
The specifications differ from builder to builder. Some people want to give you the best amenities, like they might even have a mini theater and a supermarket and a lot of other amenities, big time amenities. Depending from the builder to builder, what kind of luxury you might get.
So
Depending.
yeah, so if it's the second part of question is that how can we make a difference between a luxury and non-luxury apartments? How are actually builders making it a difference?
Luxury apartments, see luxury apartments when you're talking about like high-end interiors, high-end finishes in the apartments, quality of amenities what are given, like lavish amenities, and the facilities what are given. These are you can say the luxury part of it. The normal amenities with normal finishes would be a different sector altogether.
Right. So what are you offering? There's another query from Sayan. He's asking, what are you offering in your project as a luxury? If you're selling it as a luxury apartment, what are you offering as an amenities in that?
The amenities we are offering everything like guest rooms, a squash court, swimming pool, tennis court, basketball court. We are giving parks. We are having we are also giving you a home theater like exclusive home theater in a villa for you, and finishes also we are giving with Italian marble and lot of other good finishes what we are doing.
Right, right. So, sorry?
Private gardens and things like that.
Okay. And what is the cost you are selling it at?
We are selling from the range of 1.5 crores to 2.4 crores.
Okay, okay. The second part of his query is asking what kind of ROI can be expected from VRR Golden Enclave at the time of possession 2 years from now?
See, the ROI completely depends on the market. See, we are not ensuring any kind of ROIs, but of course, there is an appreciation in the market on the land value. So every year there should be an appreciation of 7 to 10% on the land value, as well as the construction. Usually, the construction portion, once construction is finished, the construct portion depreciates, but the land value appreciates. So basically, looking at an average, you should get an appreciation of 7 to 10%.
Right, right. There's a Suresh Kumar, a user from the forum, is asking, I'm looking for a 4 BHK luxury apartment in Attapur. How much can I expect and which are the location I should buy in Bangalore? Rohit, can you hear me? Pushpa, I think we have lost him again.
Yeah, I think they're facing some difficulties in network connection from his side. Rohit, you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah.
Should I repeat the query for you? Rohit, let me repeat the query for you. There's Suresh Kumar. He's asking, I'm looking for a 4 BHK luxury apartment in Attapur. How much can I expect and which are the location I should buy in Bangalore?
He still cannot hear us. Rohit, are we audible to you?
Are you there?
Yes, Rohit?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. Neha, I think you can take up the query now with him.
Should I repeat the query for you, Mr. Rohit?
Yes, of course.
Okay. This is a Mr. Kumar. He's asking, I'm looking for 4 BHK luxury apartment in Attapur. How much ROI I can expect and what is the cost available there and which are the location I should buy in Bangalore if not Attapur you suggest?
Attapur, where is it? Which city you are talking about?
We are talking about Bangalore only.
Attapur. I'm not really sure about Attapur.
Let me move to the another query in that case. This is a query from Vijaya Raghava Reddy. He is saying he is asking that I have about a crore rupees with me and I would like to buy a 4 BHK unit. What size is available and which is the locality you would suggest me to buy in?
See, if you ask me, I would surely suggest you to buy a flat in my apartment on Sarjapur Road or Hosur Road or a villa in Electronic City because, see, I am a builder myself. I wouldn't be knowing, like, there are good localities in Bangalore, of course. It's also a very good locality compared to any other locality in Bangalore. Sarjapur Road is a very prime area where we are building a 20-storied apartment and we are giving, it's a luxury apartment building actually what we are building. All our units are starting from the range of, a 2 BHK starts from the range of 1,300 to 1,400 square feet and a 3 BHK starts from the range of 1,500 square feet. And the amenities what we are giving are very high end. Like, we could even share the project details and the brochures with whomever it is required if we get the details. So this is what I can tell you because I am a builder myself. I'm not a real estate person to tell you where it is good and What I can tell you is, yes, of course, wherever I'm building is a good locality, and there's a good appreciation in those localities, and those localities are really growing as of
Right. Right. There's another query from Ishita. She's asking, how are the property trends going in Bangalore as of now? Which has more demand as of now, villas or apartments?
See, apartments has its own demand, villas has its own demand. Depending on the kind of people, the prospect buyers who are buying these particular units. See, basically, people who can afford and buy a villa, they are going for a villa. People who can not afford a villa, they are going for an apartment. See, every consumer has a dream to buy a unit somewhere. It's always a growing factor. Like, they want to buy an apartment. If they can afford, they would also want to buy a villa. That depends from each buyer. Differs from
Right.
buyer to buyer, basically.
Right. But if you talk about the maintenance and all, do you think that villa and apartment, involve same kind of maintenance charges or ask for it?
Little higher maintenance. Apartments, see, because it's a community where a lot of units will be there, the maintenance of apartments will be shared equally in between a lot of people. But villas, usually there are huge roads and huge garden facilities, and you have these amenities which needs to be maintained well. So your maintenance charges would be higher in villa, because at the end of the day, you pay high, your maintenance goes higher. You pay low, your maintenance goes low.
Right. Let me just take up another query. There's a user, he says that I live in Germany and I'm planning to buy a property in Electronic City. He's an NRI. What are the amenities that I can get in the townships available there? His name is Faye.
Okay. The amenities what you can get is, as I told you previously, we have a complete clubhouse which consists of guest rooms. If you're talking about my project, you can get guest rooms, squash court, tennis court, badminton court. You can get basketball court, a swimming pool, and you can get a restaurant, supermarket. There are these kind of amenities, and with lot of children's play area, green like parks where people can go have their walks in the morning. These kind of facilities what we are offering in our villa project.
Okay. Okay. Let me just take up another query. A user want to ask, what is the rate of property in Bangalore Road, Bangalore? Do you have any project there?
I don't have a project in Bangalore Road, but approximately the rate per square feet on Bangalore Road should be easily about 3.5 to 4K, 4,000 rupees per square feet.
Okay. Okay. And this is, you are talking about for the apartments, right?
Apartments,
Right.
yes,
Right.
apartments.
So let me just ask you, Mr. Rohit, what is the current status of the property market in actually Bangalore? The current state, is it on a high, low, stagnant, or stable? What do you really, quote this Bangalore real estate market in? Which segment do you really quote this into?
Sales or investment, what are you talking about?
Sorry?
What are you talking about? Current status means about the same.
Yeah, city. I mean, what are the sentiments of the consumers? Are they buying or are they not buying, or are there transactions happening?
See, transactions are of course happening in Bangalore, as I told you initially. See, as a builder, I can see my sales are going on a month-on-month basis. But compared to previous years, the sales have as reduced, of course. But according to, see, I cannot just go ahead and do a survey of Bangalore. So JLL has done a survey of Bangalore. Since we are CREDI members, we have heard. See, whatever stocks coming in out of that, about we are only left out with about 30 or 40% of the stocks. Okay,
Okay.
and almost 60% of the stocks are sold out. So, comparatively to compare to other cities in the country, Bangalore is doing well. Whereas Hyderabad is doing better than Bangalore. You can say Bombay is doing on par to Bangalore. Chennai is also doing pretty decent. Delhi is in a bad state. Depending. These are the
Right.
what JLL has done.
So if you may have to compare the last year, as you said that of course, comparing to last year, the sales have gone up. So what percentage you would like to quote it into? Tentative percentage even? What percentage you would like to give it?
See, last year the sales were probably about 10 to 15% more than this year. Not last year, last first quarter. Last year's first quarter, they were pretty decent sales. After that, the sales have reduced. Previous,
Okay. And
yeah, tell me.
and then this year you said that the sales have gone up?
No, we are still not really going up, but yeah, we are still doing decent sales. It's not like we don't have sales. We are still doing decent sales, but it is going on. It's not like before though.
Okay, okay. There's a user who's asking, sir, that I'm planning to buy a villa. Where in North Bangalore should I invest in? He's looking for a villa in North Bangalore.
North Bangalore, see, if you would ask me North Bangalore, I wouldn't know because I am developing only in South and East Bangalore.
Okay. Let me just pass this query in that case. So, if you talk about East Bangalore and South Bangalore, can you tell us 3 localities in South and 3 localities in East where one can invest in villas?
As I previously told you, South would be Electronic City, Bannerghatta Road, Kanakapura Road. East would be Sarjapur Road, Marathali, and KR
Right, right. Sir, is there any new infrastructure projects developing in Bangalore where we can see that yes, this can really impact a real estate market in in going 1 year, 2 years?
Sarjapur Road, there is IT park getting developed, where nearly about 7,000 people are going to be sitting in the campus. And it's right bang opposite to my VRR Fortuner.
Okay. You're talking about IT project, right?
What kind of infrastructure you were asking me about?
I'm talking about any kind of infrastructure in terms of roads, development, highways, or even a slip road that will really going to impact particular locality,
Of my property on Sarjapur Road, there's a huge IT company coming up, which actually appreciates my property at the end of the day as well, because there'll be a lot of requirement for apartments there, since a lot of people will be flowing into those IT parks, that particular
Right.
IT park. And a lot of properties have been taken up by a lot of big time IT park developers, like SEZ properties have been taken up, and they are in the pipeline for developing these IT parks and different kinds of campuses.
Right, right. There is a query, very interesting query according to me. I don't know whether you would like to take it up or not. Property buyers are very sensitive in terms of amenities, product quality, and unit sizes. How do you fulfill these demands in your projects?
See, as I can product quality, when I talk about the project quality, we are a 30-year-old organization, and we were developers for the central contractors for the central government. In '83, my dad developed a master control facility for Indian Satellite Research Organization, and a lot of the development we have done. We have nearly done about 250 projects in our history of since the inception of the company. So basically, the quality I would guarantee it from my experience. See, and about all the other government approvals and all those things, and with amenities and all those things. CREDI, I am a CREDI member. As of today, CREDI makes sure that we deliver the project in clean and good condition with the OC and CC commencement certificate and occupancy certificate, which is very important for a consumer. See, occupancy certificate, once the consumer gets, then that means that property can be untouched by any government official or anybody in the market. So occupancy certificate is very important criteria. And about the quality of the project, as I told you, I have got a very big experience in the market, which I have also proven in a couple of projects which I have done in the past by giving good quality to my consumers. This is the only way I can say I could give you good quality construction and good way of deliver the project in the right.
Right, right. There's another query from a user. The user is asking, I want to buy a budget home in Bangalore, a low investment and a high return. So what is the expected appreciation for your project? Are you only a luxury restricted developer,
No,
or you are in other genres also?
Yeah, I have one budget project which is on Sur Road, which is called as VRR Nest. It starts off from the range of 45 lakhs each flat. But the appreciation when we are talking about, see, as I told you initially, As of today, I cannot guarantee you on the appreciation, but there has always been a trend which shows there is a 7 to 10% hike every year in the property rates. And what kind of returns when you're talking about, if you're looking at returns, that is a return you can look at, and rental is only about 2 to 3%. You know, basically rental you cannot expect high on residential properties. So it's like, it depends on the market. Nowadays there are too many projects all around, so there's a lot of competition and there are stocks in hand. Huh? Yeah.
Right, sir.
So there is a lot of stocks in hand. So there is a lot of competition in the market. But still, of course, the rates once they are appreciating, we need to appreciate the property rates. Usually appreciate not only the property rates. For a builder like me, even the material rates are appreciating. I have to pay higher salaries to my people. So of course, there is always an appreciation in the property rate, because if I don't select it in higher range from if my price this year it would be if you 3,600 would be my price this year per square feet. Next year I'll have to charge per square feet at least 4,000 rupees, so that I cover up my charges which I am going to pay up to the vendors who are serving me material, because every year there is an appreciation on the material, there is an appreciation on, see, because every company, it's a chain reaction. Every company, probably you would also get an increment in your salary every year. So that's how it works, basically.
Right. So, the following question I would like to, do you offer customization as well in your projects? If you talk about luxury projects, do you offer that?
The customization on the charge of consumer we can offer, but it's restricted, it's limited. Basically, we cannot do much in a apartment which is already built, because it will have a typical floor plan and where the walls have to go and how it has to go. It has to go. But in some situations where it can be removed or what kind of alterations can be done on a mutual understanding, yes, of course it can.
So, at what stage of construction do you offer customization?
See, when we are selling it at the pre-launch and when the shell is when the shell is a bare shell, or at least when the internal walls of the apartments have not been built, if they want changes in walls, then we can accommodate that kind of changes. But after the walls have been built, the only kind of changes we can look into is the tiles or what paint they want, what kind of fittings they want. But once the project is completed, I will not be able to do any changes because I'll have to complete it. And I would have given you standard fittings what I would have promised a customer. But in apartment, of course, you can do a lot of changes. But depending, again, the villas also, see, it's also again typical kind of floor plan what we create and the elevation what we create for villas as well. See, keeping the elevation in place, lot of changes cannot be done in the interiors, but my nominal changes can be done depending on how it can be done and all those things. That again depends what the customer wants and how we can do that. We'll have to work around it.
Right. If it all it has to come at a cost, what cost will it be?
It would be at the market cost, whatever it is going to cost them. See, whatever the labor charges are, whatever the material charges are, this is what is going to cost them. See, as how I sell an apartment, that's how I sell. Basically, I would look at what is my cost price, my profit margin, and I would sell the project, basically. That's how that works as well.
So for the customization, you haven't set a defined cost as yet. It depends how it will come.
Customization varies. See, from what is your requirement. On that particular requirement, we'll have to give you a budget, or we have to give you a quote.
Okay, okay, sir. I have a query from Jatin. He's asking that I have a luxury property and I would like to sell it. Does a luxury property have a good resale value? Who are the common buyers?
Where is the property and what is the property?
He hasn't mentioned it, but generally, if you talk about, do you think that luxury projects have a good resale value?
Yes, of course, any project has a good resale value in the Bangalore market right now. Any project, not only luxury project. Why? Because as I told you previously, it's always appreciating. But depending, the property has to be in the sea. Usually, it's about, if you want to sell a product, it's about place, price, the way you promote it, and the product. Now, you will have to think about where it is, the project, what facing it is, what kind of amenities you're offering, and what is the project all about. So that gives you the price of the project.
Right, right. We are actually running out of time, sir. It's already a time for us to close it, but I would like to ask you a last query, and that will be a concluding answer from your side. What do you suggest to a consumer that they have to keep in mind before investing into a luxury property? What are the things you think one needs to consider before investing in a luxury property, because it involves a huge sum of money?
See, one thing they have to consider is who is the builder. And the second thing is you'll have to see what kind of certifications he's offering. Basically, is he giving you occupancy certificate? Is his documentation clear? Is it legally clear? And all those things you have to look into. And what kind of amenities he's giving? Because if he's looking at an investment point of view, if he's looking at appreciation point of view, you should look at the way they have constructed the property. Also, what kind of facilities they're giving and what kind of finishes they're giving, and the legal documentation, and how it's going to end, and what is the price they're paying for that particular project. All these things we'll have to consider.
So, of course, as you said, that documentation, consumers' documentation is really important when the money is involved.
Yes.
Especially when it is a luxury project, we need to get everything is documented, because some things which are promised have to be documented. So, I would like to thank you, Mr. Rohit, for joining us and sharing your opinion on our luxury real estate market in Bangalore. Over to you, Pushpa.
Thank you, Neha. I'm really thankful to our guest speaker, Mr. Rohit, for participating in this Hangout session. It was indeed a great session. I would also like to thank all our participants for their support in making this Hangout a great success. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Rohit.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.